we got married in July. I got pregnant the following March.
Okay.
And then Rose was born. So she was born in November. Beckham was unplanned.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I actually dropped Rose off at my husband's aunt's house. She was watching her for me so that I could go get an IUD. And I'm at my appointment. And she's like, okay, we just have to, sample your urine, make sure you're not pregnant before we do everything. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like thinking there's no way. And then she came back and said, we can't do your IUD because you're pregnant. And I was like, what'd she say? She said, yeah, you're very pregnant. It's positive. It is plain as day positive. And I was like, are you sure? Like I'm breastfeeding. Maybe could that make it be positive?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, sweetheart.
You're like, wait a minute. I had an extra egg this morning. That must be it. Like,
that must be it. It could be because I drank extra water. Like literally anything to come up with not being pregnant.
So how old was Rose at the time you found that out?
She was 5.5 months old.
Oh my God. Like I can't even imagine. I don't even think I was healed.
I was, and I talk about this a lot because I feel like a lot of people go through this, but it's really like taboo to talk about. But I was not excited, right? Whenever she told me that, my world came crashing down. And I was like, there's no way I can have another baby right now. I have a baby. I have a literal baby who is still on the teat. Like, I can't have another baby. And then as I'm freaking out and panicking, I find out that not only am I pregnant, I was 12 weeks pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The clinic that I went to has like an x-ray facility, an ultrasound. It's a midwife place with IUD insertion and all kinds of stuff. And she's like, if you want, we can schedule an ultrasound since you're here and we can see if we can get you in. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then they did an ultrasound.
Wow. So like 3 months.
She literally was doing an internal one and she was like, oh, we didn't even have to do this. And I'm like, what? Because I was so far along.
Crazy. That's so crazy. In February, I have to go to have a polyp removed in my uterus. And they gave me a requisition to get blood work done. And I couldn't figure out, like, you know how they have like notes? Like nothing was checked off on the requisition, but then in the notes section, it just had like a code. And I asked my husband, he's a doctor, I was like, I don't understand what blood work they're sending me for. And he was like, oh, that's just a pregnancy test. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, I'm not pregnant. I'm on the birth control pill. But still, I in my mind, I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like,
literally. You're not pregnant, are you? Are you pregnant?
No.
Yep.
I'll tell you in February.
Wait till your blood work, girl.